It's extremely disappointing, but I'm also not really surprised by this news because we haven't heard much about this project in a while. Stargate was due to return on Amazon with a new TV series, and it was going to be showrun by Martin Gero, who had written for Stargate SG-1, Atlantis, and Universe. The show was going to stream on Amazon Prime, and it was going to continue with SG-1 characters and probably some Atlantis characters as well. It's been in the works for quite a while now, but the series has now been cancelled. It won't be happening. Stargate fans are in mourning today. This article is from Variety. Stargate TV series from Martin Gero, not moving forward at Amazon, exclusive. The new Stargate TV series has been axed by Amazon, Variety has learned exclusively. According to an individual with knowledge of the situation, Amazon execs were concerned that Gero's take on the series would not have broad appeal beyond the franchise's already dedicated fanbase. You think? Well, obviously the series was meant for its pre-existing fanbase. Oh no, a Stargate show for hardcore Stargate fans. What a terrible idea. Stargate was also watched by sci-fi fans of all persuasions across the board, including Star Trek fans, Battlestar Galactica fans, X-Files fans, lots of fandoms at the time. There was an audience there, but evidently Amazon felt the new show would have been confined to a niche audience. It says it was first reported back in 2022 that Amazon was looking to develop new products in the Stargate universe following the company's acquisition of Stargate producer MGM Studios. Although Gero's series will not proceed, Amazon is still exploring new ways to further the franchise. New ways. New ways. I'm not looking forward to those new ways. It's very disappointing. I mean, who better to develop your Stargate show than someone like Martin Gero? I mean, he knows the series and the lore inside and out. By the sounds of it, what Gero was developing would have been true to the Stargate TV series, SG-1 Atlantis universe, bringing back those characters and those stories. It would have been a faithful continuation of the shows that we loved. And Amazon must have thought that this was likely not as accessible to new audiences when compared to starting from scratch. Amazon probably was concerned that new audiences would struggle with understanding the backstory and history of the characters, that it might turn off new viewers. So if I was a betting man, I'd say Amazon would prefer a full reboot of Stargate. A blank slate, a fresh start, and a totally new continuity separate from the TV series. And that likely means entirely new characters, because they would rather start again with a totally new cast. And I can't understand this, because if you end up wiping the slate clean and starting over, yes, some Stargate fans will tune in out of curiosity, and the show might be more accessible to new audiences, but you turn off a lot of longtime Stargate fans who would prefer a fully faithful continuation with the original characters. And then you also have to market the show to new audiences anyway. I mean, who wants to see a reboot of Stargate at this point? I think there was still more for the casts of SG-1, Atlantis, and Universe to do. That's all we wanted, really. Amazon had a ready-made audience who were clamoring for years for Stargate to return and continue with the characters they loved. And they would have shown up for that. They would genuinely have shown up for that. The idea that Amazon is going to make this decision because it feels that the show would only have appealed to hardcore fans. I mean, look, this is the same Amazon that took The Lord of the Rings, which is an IP with enormous appeal among general audiences and hardcore Tolkien fans and readers, and they produced a show, Rings of Power, that managed to be so bad that it turned off general audiences and hardcore fans of Tolkien. It sounds like Martin Gero's new show would have been just too Stargate for Amazon. Now, on X, Joseph Malozzi, who was an executive producer and showrunner on Stargate SG-1 Atlantis and Universe, he wrote, "Sadly, it's true. Amazon has elected not to move forward with the new Stargate series. There's not much I can add beyond confirming what's happened. But I will say this. Creator Martin Gero developed a new Stargate series over 2 years, ultimately crafting a show that offered a fresh jumping-on point for new viewers while deeply respecting existing canon. It was a series that avoided the pitfalls of several modern remakes and reboots by fully embracing the core of its predecessors: action, adventure, exploration, wonder, heart, humor, and found family. And based on that creative vision, the new Stargate series was greenlit in November of 2025. Sounds like it was actually going to be something fans would have been quite happy with. But we can't be having that now, can we, Amazon? As of today, officially, that original vision is no more. We'll never get the opportunity to introduce you to that world and those characters, or reintroduce you to and check in with some familiar faces from the past. What a shame. Yeah, this would have been the last chance for the older actors to return. And I believe that Richard Dean Anderson was even going to be coming out of retirement to appear on this show. So that's another reason that this is a massive shame. It's an absolute... Oh God, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. He says, "My heart breaks for the incredibly talented writers who worked tirelessly to bring this show to life, for Martin, who maintained an unwavering positive outlook throughout despite the challenges, and who always strove to make a show that would honour the fans while welcoming new audiences. And for the long-suffering Stargate fandom who waited so long and came so close to getting a show they truly would have loved. I have no doubt. There is no justice in TV world, it seems. But at the same time, this does sound a little bit familiar, doesn't it? Because there was supposed to be a Buffy reboot. Well, they actually filmed the pilot, as you know. And so they're going to bring Buffy back. That was supposed to be on Hulu. But it was so bad that even the pilot is never going to air. So there's that. So that's a small mercy. But this Stargate show actually sounded like it was going to be good. Like it was going to be faithful to the Stargate that we loved. And unfortunately, Amazon just didn't see the value in that and would prefer a blank slate and to start all over again from scratch. So yeah, there you go. A huge missed opportunity, and I think also a massive mistake. I think it's a massive mistake. But there you go, guys. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Computing Forever. Remember to hit the notification bell to be notified of future updates on the channel. Hit that like button. Share the video out there. Take care. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.